Hello and welcome to the Sims 4 Speedboard channel. I'm Alita and today I'll be showing you this English terrace house that I built in Newcrest on a 20 by 15 lot. So I've been trying to work on English terrace for so long. I think this is my third attempt now, and I just found it so hard because normally English terraces are just very small at the front and then very long, and it's kind of hard to make an English terrace house look good on its own because it's just too boxy. But I did find a way of kind of adding the little side area there, and it just really makes it have a bit more dimension. And that's when I kind of was like, okay, yes, I'm liking it now. And I just kind of scrapped my other ideas and just kind of went with this because I knew that this was definitely going to give it like more space in the house, because I think English terrace houses as well, like I said, they're very long, and I think giving that extra side on the right hand side just gives it more space, and yeah, it just adds just a really nice viewpoint as well from the front of the house. And then I did kind of go with kind of the English traditional red door type of thing, and I just kind of went with that red all the way through. You do see me like eventually add some flowers in there, and yeah, it just really like comes together in the end. And I think since my last build and then doing this one, I think it was just, I just struggled so much, and reason why I took so long to actually post this house because I just wasn't happy with it, and I guess I'm just too much of a perfectionist. But I thought this idea here with the hot tub, I thought that was such a good idea because I actually don't like the canopy on top of the base game hot tub, but putting that like in the roof and just lowering that floor piece was just perfect, and it allowed me to like cover that roof bit, and yeah, having like a little lower section for that hot tub there. And I did think at first that I should move this lot onto a bigger lot because it is a small lot, and it actually like I've fit so many things in here that I was actually surprised. But I was actually thought like, no, like most English houses don't have a big gardens, like obviously some of them do, but it's not an unusual thing for you to have like a smaller garden at the back. So many things have happened since my last build, and in my last build with the modern house that I did, my first modern house that I did, I actually did mention that I did want some more base game items, and then we actually did get them, like, which I think was crazy. Like, I think I just spoke that into existence. Like, that actually did happen. But we actually got some base game items from like CC creators, and all the items are so good and just so needed. And I think all the items that were added, I think there's one at least on every floor, because I just wanted to use them so much, and they're just so good. Like, they should do this definitely more often. Like, hopefully this isn't a one-off and they could do this more, because they're honestly so good, and there's so many good CC creators out there that they should just give them a chance and allow them to be in the game, because it's a bit annoying that you've like when you share them in the gallery as well, like I don't think, like, unless you have that content yourself, it's like it's not known for all of the sim people unless like you go out of your way to go and look for CC. So I think that was a really nice thing that they did, and I definitely used some of them items in this. But inside of the house, I kind of wanted it to be like very traditional, kind of the kind of layout that you would see in many English houses. However, because of that side there on the top floor, trying to fit like a layout that would work, because normally you could fit like definitely like a 4-bed or 5-bed house, but I think it was going to be a bit too squished, and there is a basement as well, so I only did 3 bedrooms at the top, but really like a really good size. And yeah, so the inside I kind of wanted to go for upper class, that's what I was kind of going for, and I used that debug brick fence there just to go with the fireplace because the colour literally goes like perfect with it. But I really wanted a window seat here, and I've made these like kind of before, like these custom seats, and I kind of wanted to go for like a reading room. And then I'm using the tool mod here just to lift up the mirrors. And if you didn't know already, I always use the tool mod in like pretty much all my builds, and it's a really good mod just to like lift things up and down, and also it doesn't affect the gallery upload, so it's just one of the best mods I personally think out there. And then for this reading room, I wanted to build like that custom bookshelf just to give it like another feature of the room, and I actually just combined and lifted one of the bookshelves, the base game bookshelves, and just lifted it up a little bit. I did have to slide in some books in there because it does look a bit weird at first, but you know, I made it work. And yeah, I think this living room is a really nice front room, reading room, and it is kind of like a nice room where you can like chill and talk to your friends, like all your sim friends. And yeah, it's just a really nice space with the fireplace, and it definitely just gives them vibes of luxury, and yeah, it's really nice. And then here I couldn't find like a little table to go in the middle, so I just had to shrink down one of the side tables just so it would be like in a square shape, because normally the coffee tables that we have, they're just rectangle, and then the ones that are square, they're just too big. So I thought I'll just make my own one, and yeah, I think it looks really nice. And then with the kitchen, I just wanted it to be quite neutral and just very homely. Like, I didn't want anything to stand out too much. I just wanted it to all blend in like really nicely, and that's the kind of vibe that I was going for with the kitchen. And I'm not sure if you noticed, but I did actually want the lower floor, like the first floor, to be actually a basement. And I tried with the terrain tools earlier, but then I wanted a driveway as well, and it was just getting so complicated that I didn't even know how it would work with the terrain tools. I did try, it just failed, so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to try everything with a flat surface. So when you walk up, the actual first floor is the actual second floor, and the basement is on the ground floor. In the dining room area leading up from the kitchen, I wanted just a hint of green here and there, and then here are the new table and chairs, and then also that white side table come in really good swatches, and they did such a good job. And these are definitely my favourite curtains from the base game. Like, they're just 100% my favourite. I wish they had more colour swatches, but the colour swatches that we do have, you know, they're good. They could be better, but at least they're usable. So with this area as well, I wanted some like TV, and I wanted it to be kind of across like just the modern things that you see now. Like, most rooms have a TV. It's just how it is. Like, it's just the age that we live in. So I kind of wanted to put that within the kitchen as well, across the dining room area. And then with this balcony here, I just want it to be a lovely seating area that you could just enjoy, and the views as well of the screenshots at the end look so good. But with this little area of the hallway, like, because it's oddly shaped, I'm so glad that we actually even have this rug here, because I could just easily blend it in and try and make it work for the like different hallways. And then with the kids' bedroom, I wanted to use the new bunk beds, and yeah, we've got new bunk beds in the game. Like, how crazy. Like, that's another thing that I forgot to mention at the start. But yeah, the new bunk beds are so amazing, and it's a bit annoying that we can't fit everything underneath. Like, I think they need to adjust that, and hopefully I think they will. But I do add, I think, a doll's house under the girls' bed, but unfortunately, obviously, you can't get in the bed when things are there, so you've got to like really play around with what kind of works and what doesn't work, because it is very annoying. Like, you just want things to fit, so yeah, it's like it can be a bit more functional underneath. But I had to take that out, and maybe you can try to fit it in, because I tried many things and it just didn't work. So yeah, but you'll see me do it here. Like, I do put in a doll's house, but it didn't work. But overall, I think this kids' room is really nice, really colourful, and I think even the colour of the different wall swatches, even though it's the same wallpaper swatch, or was it paint? I can't remember, but I just liked how I used the different tones of blue and salmon. I thought it was really nice, especially with the feature wall as well on the boys' side. I thought this room was really colourful, and some people are like, oh, like, his room is not realistic to have it so colourful, because like you don't really have it that colourful in real life. But then, you know, with the Sims, I think we want to go over the top. We want to just give our Sims everything. So I think it's fine. And then with the bathroom that I'm doing here, this is the family bathroom. There is also a bathroom that's leading off the main room. But with this room, I just wanted it to have loads of like space, and have a basin, have a shower, and then also have like a sink with like different showering units as well, just for extra storage, because I think it's more realistic in a bathroom for you to have like loads of items in storage, especially if it's like one bathroom that everyone uses. Like, it's just, I think it just adds more of a realistic element. But I think this bathroom really comes together. I think it's really nice, and it definitely works with this family. There is a couple here, and their 3 children, 1 teen and then 2 twins. that's what I tried to set like kind of rooms about, but this is definitely the kind of the kids' bathroom and also the guest bathroom as well. But then on the ensuite for the parents' room, I wanted it to be a bit more colourful and not so just plain. Like for the guest bedroom, you wouldn't be over the top, it would be kind of neutral. But then here I just kind of wanted to experiment with the colours and then just go a bit crazy for the parents' bathroom. And I thought they probably would spend a bit more money on their personal bathroom as well, so I just thought that it'd be like a little nice element and little story to this bathroom. But then for the teens room, I actually really struggled with this room at first. I think because both of the windows opposite each other, I was like, how is this going to work? And then I did use some of the blinds just to cover the window, just because the curtains on their own, I just don't really like these curtains in general. Like, this is the only colour swatch that I like, and I think I only like it because it's in the colour swatch of the walls as well. So, you know, I made it work. But then these are the new wardrobes as well that came with the base game, and they're so nice. They did such a good job again, and with that stall as well that I've just put under the dressing table. But here I just wanted to have like a wardrobe, a dressing section, and also like a kind of like a makeup section as well that I just thought you would see, and it just fills up the space really nicely as well. And then for this little section here, I wanted to make my own like custom chest drawers, and the ones in the game, I think they're quite big, aren't they? They're not small, so I think that's why I decided to make my own. And then put some mirrors up, and yeah, I think this bedroom comes together so well. Like, this girl is really spoiled because she has like a really nice bedroom and it's big as well. And I think it's definitely actually one of my favourite bedrooms that I've done for a teen as well. And then for the master bedroom, I just wanted it to go with that kind of luxury classic style that I just think the parents would have a relaxing room. And I think everything just went together with the colour swatches, and I don't think I've actually used that side table before, but it's actually really, really nice in that swatch. And then I just tried to add like normal bedroom elements that you would find. I actually really like the candles that you get from the Christmas pack. Like, to me they don't seem that Christmassy, I just feel like they can go with everything, which is another thing that's really nice with that item, and it's definitely one of my favourite candle pieces that we have. And then for the basement, I wanted to go with this purple colour. I just went with it at first. I didn't know if it was going to work, but then I actually made it look actually quite good. And them columns there, that wood piece is from a debug item, and you can actually change the colour swatches of it, and it's actually like really nice element that you can just make custom pieces. I just tried to use it just to separate the room, so it just wasn't a huge room that you can actually separate off to make different areas. And then this section here, I'm actually working on a cinema room, and this is another reason why I kept the purple colour, because normally in a cinema room they're quite dark, and I think with this colour it was just allowed me to not be too dark, and it just allowed me to just finesse it up a little bit as well with the purple colour. And yeah, it really actually comes together, and it's so nice in a cinema room, especially with the house. Like, it doesn't have a TV in the living room because that's the reading room, so I thought just having like a really decked out cinema room or basement would just be a really nice idea. I add in a bar area as well on the left side, and that just makes the room like just really luxury. And yeah, it's also a really standout piece, especially with that drinks display that has the light as well behind it. And then with that yellow colour, I actually didn't think that yellow and purple would kind of go, but I think that tile effect, I just tried to go with that all the way through the room, and I think it actually kind of goes really nice with the colour scheme. And then for the other side, I want it to be kind of like a games area, so you do see add me like a games table, a chess table, and then I wanted a kind of bookshelf that was kind of rustic, that it looks like it's been put up but it still like goes nice with the room. But I think this area just actually really came together like really well. I didn't think it'd actually look this good in the end, and yeah, it looks really nice. And then I think as well, I think I might make like a proper basement somewhere in another house, because, you know, I did attempt it with this, but it was just like too complicated. But I think in the next one, having a proper, maybe like a rustic basement would be kind of good to see if I can actually kind of pull that look off. But then with this side, I'm just trying to build in like a little home office or just a little study area, whatever you want to use it for. But I just wanted to section this part off and then just make like a study area that's kind of private from the rest. I did kind of like that. I put the toilet sign as well on the side, like no for guests. I don't know why, it's just amusing to me. So I had to put it there and just, yeah, I think it looked good. But then with this downstairs bathroom, I didn't want it to be like a normal, just horrible basement bathroom. So I do go all out on this one as well. And yeah, I just added all the elements and it looks really nice in the end. And it just all comes together. And then for the home gym, I actually have never used them kind of like school lockers. I thought it just really works with this kind of space, so I wanted to use it here, and I did still go with the kind of like red and white theme just to go like pull the outside in. And then for this little garden area at the front, I just put loads of pots, so maybe it's like a planting section, and then just a really nice front garden area that's just sectioned off. And here I'm just adjusting some of the roofing because it wasn't matching from the front. But I think overall this house is just really nice. It's definitely giving off that luxury, maybe like London terrace vibes. But no, I think it's came out really well, and I'm just like adjusting some of the parts just here and there just so that it like all is cohesive when it comes together. And I think this is what makes the house really come together in the end, is just these little touches of like outdoor lighting, and then maybe even like some of the terrain tools, and you're going over just parts of like where the trees are, where there would be a bit of mud there and stuff like that. So yeah, so thank you for watching this video and sticking with me until the end. This build is uploaded to the gallery. Please subscribe and like, and I'll see you in the next one.